course, there's no sound. It had to be removed. Let's see what we've got in the night. Good evening, all. We had a Geordie here this evening for a live Wicked one. Good evening, Ronnie. Good evening, Trevor. Good evening, Mark. Good evening, Lee. Good evening, Eddie. Good evening, Kate. Good evening, Gucci Goo. Good evening, Alan. Good evening, Rachel. Good evening, Di. Because I'm streaming on YouTube as well, I had to remove the sound from that video. Hence the quietness, Lee. That's all. Good evening, Ian. I hope you're well. Lee, you always get a good evening. I don't know what you're getting on about. Good evening, Ash. Good evening, Hatman. Good evening, Craig. We're looking at a cracking little bit of kit tonight. Whoosh! The Dead Rabbit V3 RTA by Hellvape. First off, I want to say massive love. I got it right this time to Hellvape for sending me these amazing bits of kit. Good evening, honey. Tails up. Massive love to Hellvape for sending me these amazing products to do these cracking reviews for you. Also, big, massive love to Peter Jones for allowing me to use this amazing platform to share all this goodies with you. You know what I mean? So absolutely thank you so much to both. You know what I mean? I can't thank you enough for that. Did you use the links I sent you, Mark? Lee. Too big for you, mate. And I've got a funny feeling someone's going to be watching in the background, and I'm just going to say I've got it on the right way today. I'm still doing the max. I love me max RDA. It's having a break at the minute. I'm currently on me sorry with a triple build. Good evening, Kim. I hope you're well, me darling. You're right, indeed, Trev. It is up to 500, but the deadline's been and gone. Right, I say this is a sorry series audio. And I've got a cracking little triple build in there. Cracking bit of kit. The R tanks are cracking tank as well. Who do the best coils at the moment, Scott? Well, if you want me to be brutally honest with you, and I'm not going to lie, there's one set of coils that are the best on the market, but unfortunately, big love to the guy. Sadly passed away. Javon, I think he was called. He was a cracking builder. And if you ask for a coil to be at a certain ohm, bang, it'll be on the money. No fluctuations, anything will be bang on the money. That's the one, Mark. He was the god of coil making. Massive respect to Di. he did send us some to try, and I thought they were good, if I remember rightly. But if you asked him for a 0.45 coil series, bang, it'll come in at 0.45 all day. Mark, you put us onto somebody else, not him. If up to date now, there's a lot of people making them at the minute. I'm going to get in touch with a couple of coil builders and buy a couple of sets of their coils to try out and see what they're like. But it's just a waiting game to see what happens. Also, I've heard through the grapevines there's going to be a few coil building stands at the expo in October. Good evening, Dale. I hope you're well. Kim, if I haven't said already, good evening, darling. Coil benders will be there in October as well, so be sure to come check us out. We are going to be mad busy as always, and we're just going to smash out the park. But I've heard that there's going to be a couple of coil companies at the expo, so I will be there checking their stands out. There was 2 seconds. Elsa, come away from them when you just wind the pups up. Oh, well done, Elsa. Move. Move. I don't believe it. This little dog's winning. You win a chin now. Well, tonight, as a warm up, I've got me Odin with my sorry triple build with some beautiful old school Vimto. But I will be dismantling this later this evening and be using my RTA for the next 2 weeks. So I'm going to give my RTA a little bit of a break. The coils are still in it from when I first reviewed this one. Good evening, Ben. I hope you're well. Something I missed as well. I'm just going to scroll back up. Don't know if anybody noticed on my post. There was a lovely comment put by someone I class as a legend. This bloke goes above and beyond and helps anybody beyond means. He put a lovely post on my post saying if we hit a certain number, someone's going to receive a gift that he's put up out of his own pocket. And there's no way I can actually thank this gentleman for what he's doing. And he has put this as a comment. So please, can everybody show some love for Mark and spam the hearts, please? He's an absolute diamond of a guy. Massive legend in his own right. He goes above and beyond to help anybody and everybody, and I'm actually blessed and honoured to call him a friend and a brother. He's family to me at the end of the day. And he always will be. Enough now, Bear. Right, guys. Let's get down and dirty. Good evening, honey. If I didn't say hello before, shut up, you big girl, brother. Hey, Mark, don't, because I will put you over my knee and smack your bum. Seems like you probably enjoy that. And here we'll have it, the Dead Rabbit V3. And as you can see, it's still in its cellophane, and I've had it a wee while. You've got the logo up top. Probably do that more. As you can see, we've got the logo up top. Beautiful RDA. And it tells you exactly what it is. The Dead Rabbit 3 RTA. Tells you on the side which one it is. On the bottom, you're going to have your QR code, Hellvape logo, scratch and reveal, and your barcode. So if there's any problems, you can scratch off that barcode, contact Hellvape direct, give them that information, and they'll be able to track which batch it came from. And on the side, you have the beautiful logo of the tank and its name at the bottom, the Dead Rabbit V3. Let's get this open now. Eddie, it's funny you should say that, but when did I do the sorry build? You're looking a good few months back, and I'm still on the same tank. Same colour, sorry. Done that there. Sometimes when companies have got them in stock, Dan, they might come as an extra. It just depends. I don't want to brag, but mine comes with a bubble glass. But you've got to remember, in the UK, we've got the TPD laws where it can only come with a 2 mil, the 2 mil tank. But sometimes they'll send the bubble glasses with the tanks as in separate entity. So if you bought that, it would come like that, and then you'll get the bubble glass on the side. Now with this tank here, it comes in 8 different colours. You got the stainless steel, matte black, full matte black, gunmetal, gold, rainbow, blue, and purple. Purple? Well, I've got the full matte black one right here. So we'll put that out. Pop that out. Underneath, we've got an O-ring, screwdriver, Allen key, and grub screws. There was 2 seconds, guys. Where was that? Right. So here we've got the Allen keys, screwdriver, O-rings, and grub screws. We've got 2 fuse clamping coils and cotton lace. Got a cutting jig. And what Hellvape have done, let's see if I can get the angle right. You can see just there. Coming down there. Trying to stick the light on. Give it a second to adjust. You can see just there that little arrow. That gives you an idea on where to cut it. And that is on the 5mm post deck. So stick that in there, that in there, stick that on one side. For tonight's review, always build on something. Bear with me, I'm going to disappear. There you can. I've got my amazing anti-stand. My Hellvape anti-stand made by the one and only Miss Hannah from A Touch of Craft. Very, very talented lady. And I always build on one of these for safety purposes. But let's break down the tank. And there we have it. The Dead Rabbit 3 RTA. See that light back on. I'll try and angle it the best I can for the light. I need to sort of some better lighting, I think. But you've got the Dead Rabbit 3 on the side of the cylinder there. You've got your bottle cap edging around the bottom and the top. You've got your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 slits either side, which is your ventilation. On the bottom, you've got your CE stamp code, do not put in the bin logo, the Hellvape logo, and on the bottom it says the Dead Rabbit 3 RTA. We've got your A10 drip tip, and you can see straight down the neck there where you've got your 2 coils and your airflow. I'm not too sure, I'll have to double check. So with a 90-degree turn, you've got the two kidney ports for your filling into your tank. And there's the build deck. The bubble glass. But as you know, I'm going to be changing it to the bubble glass, as I always do. What you'll see here is this ring does come off. There's your 8 slits for your airflow. It'll come straight down this gap here and that gap there. So as you can see, you've got the 2 gaps. It'll go straight down. As you can see, you've got the gap either side where the air will come straight down. as it comes down, it'll come straight through this part here and this part here and come directly through the sides and up through the bottom. So you've got, see where top to bottom airflow. So it'll come directly through the top of the tank. So coming through the top here, straight down the sides, underneath and over the top. And it's bubble glass straight on. So it's run from a 2 ml to a 5 ml. Turn this thing off. Good evening, Lee. I hope you're well, bro. You're not late at all. We're just getting started. This is probably something you would want for your collection as well. I don't know what you like. Cut laces out. Quickly undo your pull screws. Well, in this year, I've had the same cotton in for over a week now, and that's on 110 watts. Ta-da! I should have done that for you, shouldn't I? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same. I'm going to cut on the 5. Put the coil straight in there on the 5. Put your thumb over the top. Get your snips, flat side down. There's one done. And again, one on the top, one on the bottom, sits nice and flush. Thumb straight over. And there we're done. Job's a good one. I want one as the top airflow. I've also been set. Yeah, I've got one of them Helms RTAs, but I haven't used it yet. Stick your coil in. get the other one in, just get your coiling rod and just straighten that up. It's how you treat them, Lee. Treat them like a woman, with love and respect. Again, just get your coiling rod in and straighten it up. Me, I like them quite close together, as you can see. It's not in the UK yet, but it's on its way. If you're on about the Sorry Lee, you can use two, but you've got to use a central divider because it's a series build tank. But you need to use a central divider. Lee, the V3s aren't on sale yet. They're on pre-order, not sale. Good evening, Sue. Yeah, they're on pre-order. So as you see, you got your tiny little gap there. Both straight as a die. You've got a nice clearance on both sides. You got your gap in the centre. Only 2 seconds. The V3 RT is on pre-order, but the Sorries are available now, Lee. The series tank that I'm using at the moment, the RTA, that one there is available now. But what I'm talking about tonight is not available yet. It's only pre-order. So we've got all that nice and set. We'll take it off the anti-stand. Lift that up a bit. We've got a trusty old Odin. Start the pulsing at 35 watts to get the hotspots out. Ian, drop us a message after live and I'll be able to, I'll have a bit crack you in regards to that. Good evening, David. I hope you're well, mate. Thank you so much for popping on and saying hello and for the share. My thoughts are with you, mate. Big love to you, but please go be with your family. Your family's more important right now, but big love to you, bro. Anything you need, pick up the dog and bone and get in touch, mate. Good evening, Jake. Let's get the pulse again. Going up in 5 increments. Quickly double check. Starting to get that lovely bloom colour coming through. You're right there, Di. You can see the bloom coming straight through. One last fire. Perfect. I've been building quite a long time, Lee. I'll let you get everything pitch perfect. If it's not perfect, guns in the bin. The Ornament is an excellent mod, I must admit. It's my go-to. The funny thing is last year I was a naughty Buddha, and I had a general bit of conversation with somebody in regards to Odin. And a week after the chat, one turned up on the doorstep. I'm the same. I've spent hours on end video calls Right. Something you should never do. Touch a coil like that, but it's nice and cool. The DNA I had a bad experience with. I've got the DNA, the 250 DNA as well. When you whip it, you want so it just slides through nicely. Just pull it through. What I tend to do, the rule of thumb, is if you put your finger down, you want it so it's touching the bottom. So you're not going right in the well. See in there. It doesn't matter if you leave too much on because you can always trim it down. If you take too much off, you cannot add it back on. With the Odin, it's a mod by itself. It's not. It doesn't come with a tank. It's a mod only. There we go. The mod, the Odin 200 by itself retails at 150 to 170 pounds. The DNA 250 is around about 180 to 200 pounds. Now for this, you hold one end and just quickly give it a little comb through. And again, that side. I'm going to get wrong of Sean for this, for not doing this, but give it a little tickle underneath for like my vapes. I'm going to give it a little tickle underneath. I'll show you how it. If you can, Lee, send us a picture and I'll be able to explain more. So now you've got your two little kidney slots either side. So just get it and just tuck it into the kidney hole. Tuck that in. Fill it around. There we go. Looks a bit uneven. And there we go. You see, just touching the bottom and underneath the kidney hole there. Either side. Get some juice in the glass. Another little day. Get your cottons all nicely saturated. No, it's a grape honey. Let's fill the tank. Fill it right up. And then we're gonna as you can see what the bubble there. I mean, I've left a tiny bit of room. Let's come back up top and have a chat. Back. Let that sit for a couple of minutes. Has anybody got any questions they would like to ask? Because I'm more than happy to answer any. Thank you, Dan. It means a lot. Kim, you know where I am if you need us. I've got it set at 70 watts at the moment, but I'll fluctuate to make sure I get the nice sweet spot. I will be doing photos at a later stage when I bring it all down and have a proper decent proper photos for it, but just so you can see, I want to show you some bits and bobs from Hellvape. There we go. We've got the Dead Rabbit V3 RTA. There's your 8 colours that you can get, and I must admit that purple does look fantastic, and the rainbow looks amazing. I didn't want to rub it in anything like that, but I have got the blue one as well. how much room on the deck and what size clothes will fit it. Dan, Darren, I'll come back to that in 2 seconds. Here we go. It's a process deck, as you can see. You'll have the air coming in from around here. So it'll come down the side, in through here, and underneath and through here. Same with the other side. And here comes the image that you can see. How it comes in through the top, down the side of the chimney, through the side, and up through the bottom of the coils to give you maximum flavour with a top to bottom airflow. As you can see, you've got the slotted and honeycomb airflow on the sides. And you see it comes in through the sides and the bottom to give you full vapor needs. Easy filling with the 90-degree turn bottle cap top. In through the 2 kidney holes either side on the left and right. The straight plexiglass holds 3.5 ml of liquid, and the bubble glass is an extra 2 ml of liquid. But you've got to remember the TPD laws. It will come with the 2 ml bubble glass. I did forget my measuring device, but unfortunately I broke it, so I'm going to have to buy a new one. But the specifications are in diameter of 25 millimeter with a height of 50.5 millimeter. And as you can see, the breakdown here of the tank. Here is a standard edition that you get anywhere in Asia and Europe. Here is the TPD edition for certain parts of the certain parts using, and this is a UK version where you get everything the same, but you only get the 2 ml plexiglass. And there you have it. Come back to your question, Darren. I've got 3 ID fuse clappings in there at the moment. You could put an easy 4 mil in a diameter single in there, but you have to go from one post on the left, opposite on the right. So you're using opposite legs on the opposite sides of the build deck, so it doesn't short out. But you probably get a nice 4 mil in a diameter. As for the length of the legs, it comes with a cutting tool, and it's actually marked. Let's quickly get the cutting tool out. You can see it's on the 5. Trying to catch it so you can see. Can you see? So you just put it on the 5. But Darren, you know, if you want to chat about it, hit us up. We'll have a crack later, you know. Give it a toot there. Interesting. So yeah, change it there. So you can't. No, you can't. They stopped out with like the Hell Beast, the Dead Rabbit Max, and I think the Dead Rabbit V. No, the Dead Rabbit V3 as well. And you've got to use the cutting tool now, which I think is good in a way because then you can get the legs perfect each and every time. Why don't the mass do coils as well, Scott? Lee, I don't know what you mean by that question, bud. I think I'm going to enjoy that, if I'm honest. I'm going to run it on a couple of different juices and see how it performs on different juices. I've got a nice fruity one at the minute. I'll give it a week and I'll swap it over to a dessert. Or I might just put a cheeky little build in there for some dessert juice. The same way. Why don't Hellvape do mass coils with the Hellvape do coils, but I don't. There's not many places in the UK stock them at the moment. But I've got some ideas in my head that I'm going to be running with in the near future. Just watch this space. Well, I must admit, Hellvape are bringing some amazing bits of kit out at the moment. This is a new part of the Altair family. Itchy nose. Exactly, you've got to get the hot spots out, honey. You need both coils to be glowing simultaneously together. In other words, from the inside out over. Otherwise, you would have one coil burning faster than the other coil, and you're going to get an off taste because the one that goes faster is going to burn out faster. That's why you need the coils to glow equally from the center out at the same time, as you see when I've done this build. Any build you see me do, you'll always see that both coils glow together from the center out over. If you melted it on the second go, it's one of a couple of things that you haven't started off low enough when getting the hot spots out, because I tend to start between 30 and 35 watts to pulse it to get the hot spots out, and I go up in 5 watt increments. If you come in too high too fast, the amount of volts coming through is just going to pop your coils straight away, and you're going to have problems from the get go. Like, you know, always start at a low wattage because you can always increase your wattage and not decrease. If you start at 70, 80 watts priming a coil, you're going to fuck it straight away. You need to start low because you can't go, oh, I've started 70, I should be doing that. You can't correct that because once you put the 70 through it, you've killed it straight away, first and foremost. That's why you always start low and build your way up to get the hotspots out. And you get a little tip I was given: if you start low and work your way up, that's when you get that beautiful colour as well. And as long as that a good way of colours at the same time. That's nice, that. I've got some trusty old fruity blue grape on the blast. Everybody's got to learn somewhere. That's a definite. But when I started vaping, I used a smoke 22 pen. I went to smoke Prince. Then I became tight and didn't want to keep on paying for stock college. But the lad that owned the shop, well, ran the shop at the time, I told him, he says, go away for the next couple of months and watch these channels. I'm going to send you links and research on coils, battery safety, Ohm's law. So I'd done that. I went back 2 months later and she's right. What we're saying, like, I need quizzed is on different things. And because I've given the correct answers for all the questions he asked us, he was impressed. He says, right, you ready? And I got a Passage RT by Hellvape, which is my first ever rebuildable tank. And since then, I've never looked back. If you're most of the lung, you need to be starting off about 3 watts and going up to no higher than 13, 14, 6 to 16 watts tops. Because these should be coming in, if my calculation serves right, it's a 1.1, 1.2 ohm, where this is coming in at a 0.2. And I've got a dual 3.7s, so that's 7.4. So I coming with me. Actually, trying to look at this. It's coming about just about right. That's the thing. I don't go to the shops no more. The lad who got started on building has got his own shop now. He's ventured off on his own, but I still speak to him all the time. He also stocks peach juice. Has anybody got any more questions before I do a shoot and let you get on with a beautiful evening? Guys, just kind of throw this out there. Tuesday, part 2 of the Power Ice review. Right, guys, thank you so much for everybody that attended tonight. Massive love to you. Also, massive thank you to Hellvape and Mr. Jones. Big love to you both for being so good to me and let me use this amazing platform and these amazing products to review. I'm going to see if that Odin is still there and the tank with it. How much are they going to be when released? If I remember rightly, they're going to be about 30 quid. Between 20, I would say 26 and 30, if I remember rightly. Big love to you all. So it's me signing out from Hellvape and SWD Extra. Thank you so much to everybody for joining me tonight. One last call from me, the Pierre Geordie, but I hope you've had a wicked time. Big and better things coming very soon because I've got another box of goodies, but I've got to do these reviews first, then on some more things with possibly a nice little giveaway to go with it as well. So one last call from me on the Dead Rabbit V3 RTA. Big love, guys. Stay safe, take care, and God bless. Good night. God bless. Take care.